Hello, in this lecture we will study about the bar magnet as an equivalent solenoid. Previously we studied in the terms of the magnetic field lines, that is the magnetic field lines of the bar magnet and the solenoids are identical. Now here we prove it mathematically. Now for this consider a solenoid consists of n turns per unit length. Let its length be 2L and radius is A. We have to find out the magnetic field at the point P, which is at a distance r from the center. Now, for this, consider an element of thickness dx. We are considering this element whose thickness is dx, and this element is at a distance x from the center. So the number of turns in this element is n into dx, where n is the number of turns per unit length. Now, in the chapter Magnetic Effect of Current, we have find out the magnetic field at a point lying on the axis of the loop, and the magnitude of the magnetic field due to this loop at a point on its axis is given as mu naught I r square upon 2 times of r square plus x square. If we compare with this diagram and this diagram for r and x, here the r is equal to the a and x is equal to r minus x. So substitute these values, and this value is for single turn. If we include the number of turns, the number of turn in a current element is n into dx. So from this expression, we are getting this one. Now, to find out the complete magnetic field at the point P, we have to integrate it for the complete length of the solenoid. The length of the solenoid is L, and here it is minus L. The complete length is 2L. So the limit of integration is from minus L to L, or you can say from 0 to 12. As we are taking it from the center, so we integrate it within the limits minus L to L. The denominator becomes equal to the R cube. So all these values do not change. These are the constants, so put it outside the integration. Now integrate it with respect to the length of the solenoid, which is the 2 into L. As n into 2L is the total number of turns of the solenoid, and pi a square is equal to area, and I is the current. Moreover, you have studied that NIA is equal to the magnetic dipole moment, which is represented by small m in this case. So this will be the expression, and this is the same expression which one get for the magnetic field of a bar magnet along its axis. So the bar magnet and the solenoid has the same properties. They have the same magnetic field lines. Now let us discuss some of the terms which you have already known. Number one is a magnetic field strength, which is also called sometimes say magnetic field, magnetic induction, magnetic flux density. It is the number of lines of forces passing through a unit area of any substance. The unit is Tesla or Weber per meter square. In CGS system, the unit of the magnetic field strength is Gauss, and 1 Gauss is equal to 10 to the power minus 4 Tesla. The magnetic flux is defined as the number of magnetic lines of forces passing normally through any surface. The SI unit of the magnetic flux is Web. The relationship between the magnetic field intensity and the magnetizing force is B is equal to mu H. You know that the magnetic field for the solenoid is equal to mu naught N I, where N is the number of turns per unit length of the solenoid and I is the current passing through the solenoid. So these values are fixed for a particular solenoid and these are the magnetizing force. Mu is the permeability of the system. So it is the relationship between the B and H. Magnetic permeability, it is the degree or extent to which the magnetic lines of forces can enter a substance. It is the same role, or it is the same thing as you have studied the permittivity in electrostatic. Same is the permeability in magnetism. The unit of the permeability is Tesla meter per ampere or Weber per meter per ampere or